We are still tracking widespread wet snow kind of moving through our region right now, and we will be seeing it taper off late morning. So let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The heaviest of snow is in the blue, kind of moving through the Rome, Boonville, and Old Forge area, moving up into the northeast along with that low pressure system. So our total snowfall forecast for this whole event still stands. We have 5 to 9 inches for the Mohawk Valley expected. In certain areas seeing over 9 inches, like up north in the Old Forge and Boonville and Adirondacks area, and in the Cooperstown area in northern Otsego County. Now, what this went into effect at 7 a.m., we did see a lot of the heavy snow already pass through, but after 7 a.m. this morning through the rest of the day, expect an additional 2 to 4 inches of snow for most of us. We are still under a winter storm warning in effect until noon due to this widespread heavy snow, windy conditions, possibly causing a few scattered power outages, and now a wind advisory has been issued starting at 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. for Oneida, Otsego, Madison, and Chenango counties. We are looking at wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour, possibly causing additional power outages later on this afternoon. So we are still tracking widespread heavy snowfall. It will start to taper off late morning and then mixing in with some rain with windy conditions. And I will be tracking some more snowfall totals coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The AHL regular season.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are still tracking widespread snow here this morning and windy conditions possibly causing a few scattered power outages. So let's take a look at the CATV tower camera, looking like winter outside rather than spring. We are still seeing moderate snow at this hour and temperatures are just around freezing. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are tracking widespread snow right now. The darker blue is the heaviest of snow falling, whereas the lighter and the more medium color blue is moderate to light snow falling. It is kind of starting to taper off. It will continue to taper off as we head into mid-morning. So that low pressure system is moving up the coast. The heaviest of snow already occurred earlier on this morning, but now we are going to start to see some windy conditions pick up out of the east, and this could possibly cause some more scattered power outages blowing around that snow. So this total snowfall forecast still stands. This went into effect last night through when the snow ends today. We're looking at 5 to 9 inches for the Mohawk Valley, and certain areas like up north and in the northern part of Otsego County could be seeing a little bit more than 9 inches, 9 to 15 inches of snowfall. Now, this additional snowfall map went into effect at 7 a.m. The snow is starting to kind of lighten up and taper off here this morning, so expect an additional 2 to 4 inches as we head into the rest of the day today. Once again, that went into effect at 7 a.m. Already seeing a big range in snowfall totals. The heaviest of snow has looked to have fallen towards the south. We have Hartwick at 14 inches, Ilion at 12 inches, Sequoit at 10 inches, Whitesboro at 6 inches, Clinton at 5, and Westdale at 3 inches. Once again, expect an additional 2 to 4 inches from now until the end of the day. So we are still seeing widespread snow right now with breezy conditions. Temperatures are just around freezing. Around 11 a.m. we will really start to lighten up, starting to see some more scattered snow showers rather than widespread snow, and the wind will start to pick up as well. The National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory starting at 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. this evening. Now, afternoon, we are going to start seeing a few rain and some snow showers mixing in there. Temperatures just near 40. And then this evening, we will drop into the 30s once again, causing for some more light snow showers overnight. We will clear out tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy, and then see a decrease in clouds for sunshine. Still a bit chilly with highs in the 40s and windy conditions. But heading into Thursday, we will warm up. We are going to be seeing mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, and then afternoon and evening rain showers, highs in the 50s. So for today, we are still seeing widespread snow. We'll start to taper off mid-morning, then seeing some rain mixed in there with windy conditions. Tonight, we will be seeing a little bit more light snow showers, and then we will dry out tomorrow morning. So today is still a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy wet snow and scattered power outages and windy conditions. We are drying out tomorrow and warming up by the end of the week.
Yet, at least you have looked outside and seen this winter wonderland here in April. It may be beautiful, but it is very heavy snow, and that is causing massive power outages throughout the region. It is our top story here at noon, and we will get to the total number of outages in just a bit. The snow is taking its toll on the trees throughout the area. Around 7:30 this morning, this tree was blocking the roadway at the Utica-New Hartford line. As you can see here in North Utica, branches are coming down on power lines as well. Plow crews are out all over, keeping the roadways travelable as much as they can. But again, as you do head out onto the roadway today, definitely take your time. And Otsego County declared a state of emergency early this morning and late this morning. Much more to that, but first we are sending it over to Hannah, who is joining us now. And as we've been mentioning, that snow is very heavy today.
Yes, so it is that heavy, wet snow, a lot heavier this morning. Now we are kind of seeing moderate snow at this point, not as heavy as it was this morning, and starting to see some rain mixed in there as well here this afternoon before coming to an end tonight.
Yeah,
so,
that radar is still lit up, right?
I know, yes. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking moderate snow showers right now, definitely not as heavy as this morning. This morning it was a dark blue color. Now it is kind of more of a light blue, and we do see that green color around Syracuse. We are going to be seeing some rain mixing in there as well. So we did see actually some thunder snow here this morning. If we look at this video from Allen in Whitesboro, we are seeing lightning. This was from earlier this morning. This usually only happens when heavy snow is falling, causing reduced visibility on the roadways. We are also seeing a lot of downed power lines, downed trees. This is in Herkimer, here in Norway, and also in Ilion. These are all from this morning. So this heavy snow is causing scattered power outages and also a big range in snowfall amounts. So we do have Old Forge at 12.5 inches, Cassville at 10.5 inches, West Leiden at 10 inches, Vernon Center at 9, Mohawk at 7.5, and North Utica at 6 inches. So we are seeing a big range from around 6 to even 14 inches of snow here this afternoon. So for today, we are seeing moderate snow showers. We will see that snow mix in with some rain soon and then turn back to some light snow showers tonight. It will remain windy all throughout the day, and I will be tracking more of this snow coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Anna, thanks. Otsego County declared a state of emergency early this morning, and then late this morning, Herkimer County followed suit, as more than 50% of the people in Herkimer County are without power at this hour. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris is live for us this noon in Herkimer with the very latest there. Jolene, good afternoon to you. And we want to apologize for the audio issues that we are having from Herkimer right there. We'll get back to Jolene as soon as we can. Now let's break down the power outages in each county. That's right. First off, in Otsego County, which has been hit the hardest, more than 15,000 storm-related power outages in Herkimer County, that is. In Otsego County now, more than 13,000. So Herkimer County has taken over Otsego County with the most power outages at this hour. Again, more than 13,000 in Otsego County, 15,000 in Herkimer County, and now Oneida County reporting close to 10,000 people without power at this hour. So in the three-county region alone, nearly 39,000 customers are without power. But here's a number for you. Down in Broome County alone, more than 43,000 people are without power down in the southern tier in and around the Binghamton area. NYSEG and National Grid crews are working to get power back on as quickly as they can. Again, check your power company to see if they have an estimated time frame as to when your power may be back on. Well, the snow came down very heavy overnight, making for some spectacular scenes, especially up in Boonville along Main Street right here. Crews were out throughout the night in many areas trying to stay ahead of the storm. And then, well, the daylight hit and we all had to deal with clearing off the car. And if you thought it felt heavy getting off the hood of your car, you certainly know how heavy this snow is when you went to shovel it this morning. The American Heart Association calls this heart attack type snow because it is so heavy. Those that we spoke with say it is April, and to them it's kind of nice to have a late season snowstorm in a way.
No, this is an anomaly. It'll be over. It'll melt.
Every year you have a off chance of having a snowstorm after like April or March, but you always gotta be prepared in the North Country, I guess.
Nobody wants snow in April. Although I am enjoying the snow day, I will say that.
I thought we were done. Thought we were done with this, but growing up here, you know better. Every year, you always get a couple of secret storms in at the end of the season.
Again, as we all may joke about having a late season snowstorm, it is still considered a dangerous situation out there in many locations. So definitely be careful if you are heading out on the roadways, and we'll have much more snow coverage a little bit later in the newscast. The Oneida County Overdose Response Team has issued a
New
warning.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are still tracking moderate snow showers right now, not as heavy as this morning, but they will start to taper off here this afternoon. So let's take a look at the CAVI tower camera. Can't really see much at all. We have low visibility and some snow on our camera here. A couple of inches measured up here on top of Smith Hill, and we are continuing to see snowfall this afternoon. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we can see the dark blue has since moved out. We are now seeing more of a lighter color blue, so we are seeing moderate snow right now and some green coming in from Syracuse. So we are going to be seeing some rain mixing in with these snow showers this afternoon as well. So once again, not as heavy as this morning. Even earlier in the morning, we were even seeing some thundersnow. That usually occurs when the snow is very, very heavy at that time. We are since starting to clear out, but still seeing windy conditions this afternoon. Temperatures are just above freezing. We have 37 degrees in Mohawk and Cassville, 36 degrees in Clinton, and 33 degrees in Old Forge. So that rain coming in from the west is still going to start mixing in with the snow here this afternoon, since we are almost near 40. But we still have a wind advisory in effect until 9 p.m. this evening, issued by the National Weather Service. This is for Oneida, Otsego, Madison, and Shenango counties. So with this wind advisory in effect as well, and still some snow falling, we could even be seeing some more scattered power outages. So wind speeds right now are between 25 and 35 miles per hour with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. So we will continue to see very high wind gusts throughout the afternoon hours, and they will start to taper off as we head into 9 p.m. when that wind advisory expires. So we are still seeing some moderate snow showers right now. Temperatures are above freezing, almost near 40, but we are going to be seeing windy conditions. Some rain is going to start mixing in with the snow here this afternoon and evening, and we will be seeing some more light snow showers overnight before they fully clear out early tomorrow morning. We are going to be seeing mostly cloudy skies starting off tomorrow. Then we will be seeing sunshine, still breezy tomorrow, highs just near 50, so still a little bit cool. Heading into Thursday, it is going to warm up quite a bit. We will start out with mostly cloudy skies, then see some rain showers in the afternoon and evening. Highs are going to be in the 50s, so this snow that comes today, not looking to stick around for too long. So for today, we do have a high just near 40. The snow is going to be mixing with the rain here this afternoon with windy conditions. And tonight it will remain windy, a low just around freezing with some light snow. So today is still that Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to widespread heavy snow this morning. It is that wet snow as well. We are seeing it mixed in with the rain as of right now, causing some more scattered power outages because it is pretty windy. We are going to be seeing sunshine make a return for tomorrow, still a bit chilly, and then we are going to be warming up for the rest of the week, so the snow doesn't look to stick around for too long. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Now to a major mask update. It is April 19th, isn't it?
Yes.
Doesn't feel like it.
Yes, I know.
And this late season winter storm has caused some major issues, mainly, Hannah, because that snow is so heavy.
Yes, it is. It was very, very heavy this morning, and it's wet as well, so it's sticking to power lines, causing scattered power outages, and the wind has picked up this afternoon as well. So even though that snow is starting to clear out, the wind is picking up, so it could be causing even a little bit more power outages.
So some areas may see still even a little more snow.
Yes, yes. So we are tracking moderate snow right now, not as heavy as this morning. So here's the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This morning, this was all dark blue. Now we are looking at more of a light blue color because it is lighter in nature. Also starting to see some rain mixed in there from the west as well. So we are going to be seeing some mixed precipitation and some rain as we head into the afternoon and evening. But this was earlier this morning. This is actually a video of some thunder snow with some lightning. So this usually only happens with the heaviest of snowfalls when there are very heavy rates of snowfall. So that happened this morning. Since then, we have kind of tapered off in the snow. But we did see a lot of damages because the snow is very, very heavy. This is in Herkimer, a tree down in Herkimer, Norway, a couple trees down, and Ilium. We are looking at trees down, scattered power outages, and power lines down throughout the day. So here are some of our snowfall amounts from our sky watchers and from National Weather Service trained spotters. We have Old Forge at 12.5 inches, Cassville at 10.5 inches, West Leyden at 10, Vernon Center at 9, Mohawk at 7.5, and North Utica at 6 inches. So we are seeing ranges from between 6 to even 14 inches of snow here this afternoon for the end of April. So for today, we are going to be seeing some mixed precipitation showers. Then we will change over to some more light snow for the evening hours, and this will fully come to an end in the early morning hours of tomorrow. We are also tracking windy conditions coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Otsego County declared a state of emergency early this morning, and then late this morning, Herkimer County followed suit as more than 50% of the people in Herkimer County without power at this hour. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris is live for us this noon in Herkimer with the very latest there. Jolene, good afternoon to you.
We are live in Herkimer by one of many signs of Mother Nature's last hurrah. Downed trees and tree limbs. But unless you happen to come across some of these today or are one of the thousands without power out here, it's almost deceiving because the snow is pretty much cleared from all of the main roads and even a lot of the side streets. But again, all of that heavy wet snow has done its damage. It took the emergency services coordinator out here 2 hours to get to the 911 center in Herkimer from his house in Poland this morning. Lots of trees and roadways. We've seen crews tending to those this morning. And a priority for National Grid has been tending first to the substations that lost power.
I've been in touch with National Grid. They are working to restore the substations first. We have a number of substations without power, and when a substation is down, it can affect anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 customers. We have a number of substations out in the Poland area, Middleville, Herkimer area. The 911 center itself is on a generator right now.
And once again, when we spoke with the Director of Emergency Services out here in Herkimer County a little while ago, he said more than 50% of the residents were without power, and he said they were having discussions of setting up dry ice stations in different areas around here, and that would be to sort of salvage the food in people's refrigerators and freezers, but that would be a scenario if it was going to be a long-term outage, 48 hours or more, so we'll keep everyone posted. Back to you.
Jolene, thanks. Reporting out in Herkimer for us this noon. Here are the latest power outage numbers. More than 15,000 storm-related power outages in Herkimer County. In Otsego County, more than 13,000 people are without power. Both counties, as we mentioned, are under a state of emergency with no unnecessary travel. In Oneida County, over nearly 10,000 residents are without power at this hour. So in the three-county region alone, nearly 39,000 customers without power. But here's a number for you. In Broome County alone, more than 43,000 people are without power down in the southern tier in and around Binghamton. NYSEG and National Grid crews are working to get power back on as quickly as they can. Check with your power company to see if they do have an estimated time to get your particular power back on. Now to the latest in Ukraine. Russia has opened a long and...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are starting to see the snow showers taper off here this afternoon and starting to see some rain mix in as well. So let's take a look at the CAVV tower camera. Can't really see much at all. We have low visibility up here on top of Smith Hill. Still seeing some moderate snow showers, although not as heavy as they were this morning. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we can kind of see now we are seeing more moderate snow showers rather than this morning. This was all a dark blue, indicating a very, very heavy snow. But we are starting to see the wind pick up here this afternoon and some rain, which is this green color, starting to mix in with the snow showers here in our area. So we are starting to see the snow taper off as well. The low pressure system has since moved up into the northeast, and the snow is closely following it, but once again, the wind has picked up here this afternoon. Our temperatures have rose to above freezing. We have 33 degrees in Old Forge, 36 degrees in Clinton, and 37 degrees in Cassville and Mohawk. So it is not unlikely to start seeing some rain and some sleet mixing in with the snow here, since we are above freezing, almost near 40. The National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory in effect until 9 p.m. for Oneida, Otsego, Madison, and Shenango counties. We are going to be seeing wind speeds between 20 and 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. So with the snow that's falling and this wind, could be seeing reduced visibility, blowing snow, and even possibly some more scattered power outages with the wind blowing around now with this heavy, wet snowfall. So right now we are seeing wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour. They are going to reach up to 40 miles per hour in some areas here this afternoon. And then by 9 p.m. when this advisory expires, they will start to taper off into up to 25 miles per hour rather than 40. So we are going to continue to see some moderate snow showers this afternoon. The wind is going to pick up and the rain will start to mix in with these snow showers. Temperatures will reach near 40. Light snow showers return overnight as we drop to near freezing again, but early tomorrow morning we will dry out to mostly cloudy skies. The sunshine does return tomorrow afternoon and evening. Highs are going to be in the mid to upper 40s, but it still is going to be chilly because it is still going to be breezy. We will warm up even more on Thursday. We are starting out mostly cloudy throughout the day, and in afternoon and evening rain showers come in as our highs reach the mid 50s. So although it is snowing today, it doesn't look like it will stick around for that long. It looks to melt on Thursday, even with that rain coming in as well. So for today, we do have a high in the low 40s. The snow right now is mixing in with that rain. We are also seeing windy conditions, and tonight it will remain windy. Some light snow showers return as our temperatures drop to near freezing. So today is still a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to that snow now mixing in with some rain and windy conditions picking up. The sunshine returns to tomorrow, but still a little bit chilly. We will warm up as we head into the rest of the week. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The AHL regular
spring break was extended for thousands of students in Herkimer, Oneida, and Otsego counties. Herkimer and Otsego counties are under a state of emergency tonight.
Yeah, big thing we're talking about tonight, though, is power outages. It continues to be a concern. We're going to go county by county with the numbers in just a minute, but first we want to get you right over to the Weather Center, where meteorologist Eric Gage is in the building tonight. And Eric, you're talking a lot more about what's going on right now. There's still snow out there.
Yes, that's right. There's still some snow. Some of the rainfall that was in the warmer areas is turning to snowfall right now. And the bigger picture as well is wind speed is still going to be strong, so we're expecting additional threats of power outage heading into this evening. Take a look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Looking at some heavier snowfall in the Mohawk Valley right now. We're seeing that mixture turning into snowfall. Looking out towards Syracuse, it is closer to rainfall. In the North Country as well, some heavier snow. We're looking at some snowfall in the southern valleys as well, so we're expecting accumulations between trace to 2 inches heading into tonight. Along with additional wind speeds, we have high wind advisories in effect until 9 p.m. We're expecting some gusty winds heading into this evening. So once again, that threat of storm or threat of power outages is still on the table. Right now, 34 degrees. It's still a little bit above freezing. Power outage continues. Snowfall will be expected later on tonight as well. Looking at some clear skies heading into tomorrow, as expecting the possibility of snow melt heading into tomorrow as well. Tonight, though, a low of 32 degrees. We also have snowfall totals as well as where and when to expect the end of this storm coming up. Back over to you.
Eric, thank you. Tens of thousands of homes have been without power since early this morning because of the storm. But we have the latest numbers now from National Grid and NYSEG combined. In Otsego County, 12,048 without power. Oneida County down to just about 6,200. And in Herkimer County, just under 14,000 now without power. And because of those outages, several warming stations have been set up. In Herkimer County, you've got the Old Forge, Eagle Bay, and Poland fire departments, as well as the Midtown apartments in Herkimer. In Oneida County, the Sequoia Fire Department just called and they told us they have set up a warming station. And in Otsego County, this just in, the Oneonta Armory and Clark Sports Center. Both of those are open at 8 p.m. and right now can't accommodate pets. That nor'easter left the majority of people in Herkimer County without power. Trees littering roadways and sidewalks, power lines pulled down, and trees falling on homes as well.
And National Grid, NYSEG, very busy, while residents are resourceful. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris is live in Herkimer County at the warming station in Herkimer.
Thanks, guys. Perhaps one final insult from Mother Nature, finally giving Old Man Winter the boot a month into spring. Heavy, wet snow from a spring nor'easter sent trees crashing down on Herkimer roadways and sidewalks today.
About 7:30 this morning, we woke up and saw that was down. It was smoking.
There was firemen out here sporadically all morning, so they kept coming and taking pictures and leaving.
The county declared a state of emergency at 10 a.m. Even the 911 center lost power, and it was on a generator since 3.
We have well over 50% of the county population without electricity at this point. We've called in extra dispatchers on to handle the volume of calls. It's been extremely busy.
It was a 2-hour drive into work for the Director of Emergency Services from Poland to Herkimer. It's going to be a busy day and night for National Grid.
They are working to restore the substations first. We have a number of substations without power, and when a substation is down, it can affect anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 customers. We have a number of substations out in the Poland area, Middleville, Herkimer area.
The outage affected businesses and could affect dinner plans.
And we just went to Walmart. Walmart's closed, McDonald's is closed, but we're scoping out fast food places we could go for dinner. Because if our power doesn't come back on, we can't cook anything. So.
But on the bright side,
we'll survive. At least it's not too cold.
And the Director for Emergency Services here in Herkimer County tells me unless things change drastically in the next 12 hours or so, they plan to open a bottled water and dry ice distribution center at the Middleville Firehouse tomorrow 10 to 6. So stay close to WKTV.com and News Channel 2 at 10 and 11 tonight for the very latest. Back to you.
All right, Jolene Ferris reporting live. Thank you.
Otsego County is also under a state of emergency tonight, and NYSEG officials say it could be up to 72 hours before some areas have power restored. Take a look at these pictures from Main Street in Cooperstown. That tree came down, taking out the light on Main Street. Chestnut Street also in pretty bad shape. The mayor tells us that 50% of the village was without power at one point. We also spoke with the coordinator of Otsego County Emergency Services this afternoon, asking people to stay off the roadways and let crews get out there and do their job.
What you asked for at this point was to not necessarily ban travel throughout the county, but to ask that it be limited in order to allow our local power authorities and highway departments the ability to restore power and clear roadways for safe passage.
And again, the Oneonta Armory and Clark Sports Center are now opening as warming shelters. They're going to open at 8 o'clock tonight.
Happening now, people in the Worcester Fire District are voting at 2.7.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. We're continuing to track rain turning into snow along with some gusty winds that could be causing the possibility of additional power outages heading into this evening. We're already tracking power outages in the thousands right now across central New York. Take a look at New York Web Battery Storm Tracker 2 adopt the radar. Starting out in the North Country, just zooming in real quick, we're seeing some widespread snowfall, heavier snowfall closer to the south. Mohawk Valley is seeing rain mixing in with more snow, especially west of Oneida or east of Oneida, and right in Utica we're still seeing the mixing of rain as well. In the southern valleys, seeing some additional snowfall as well, not as strong as over in the North Country, but still we're expecting windy conditions heading into this evening. Look at our Cavie Tower camera. Not much we can see right now across the city of Utica. Expecting some windy conditions mixing with rain as well. And a recap once again of Skywatcher reports of snowfall. The East Mohawk Valley saw over a foot of snow, as well as in Old Forge as well. West Leiden with 11 inches. Higher elevations in the southern valleys as well. Richfield Springs with 12 inches. Worcester was 7.5. Evanston with 6 inches, and Cassville with 12, Secoit with 12.3, and Whitesboro close to Utica checking with 5. Utica saw between 5 and 6.5 inches of snowfall accumulation. The bigger picture, the system is moving to our north right now, so we're expecting that the majority of the snowfall to be out of our area. However, we are still seeing snowfall and wind heading into our area tonight. The worst of it, once again, is north of our area. But as we look ahead towards this evening and tonight, we're still seeing some strong gusts of wind moving into our area with some snowfall. That's not going to remain the case until late tonight and early tomorrow morning as well. Less snowfall tomorrow morning, but just keep an eye on that. Temperatures are going to be close to freezing, so we're at the good possibility of additional snowfall as well. Tomorrow afternoon, though, we're looking at warmer temperatures in the mid-40s and some sunny skies. We're expecting a lot of snow melt happening tomorrow. So a lot of the snow we expected early today is looking to melt heading into tomorrow. Temperatures fall close to freezing once again Wednesday night. The possibility of icing is in the forecast as well. Just keep an eye on that. We're looking at, it's going to be above freezing, but there's a possibility of it falling below 32. On Thursday, we're looking at additional rainfall, bringing some more melting to the snowfall we got today. That's looking to bring the overall snow totals down throughout the week. So we're looking at the possibility minor flooding, but we're not looking at anything that's going to be major for flooding. We're looking at the possibility of just driveways and sides of roads getting additional pooling of water, but nothing too severe in the forecast, as snow will be melting pretty gradually throughout the week. And then heading into Friday, temperatures remain in the 50s. Our wind gusts for tonight, though, it's going to remain gusty, even heading into 9 o'clock tonight. 30 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts. It's going to remain gusty heading into early tomorrow morning as well. And it won't be happening until tomorrow evening, where those wind gusts will be calming down, heading into the single digits for wind speeds. This evening, 30 to 35 degrees, the rain and snow mixing in. It's still remaining gusty tonight with some light snow heading into early tomorrow. After the morning snow showers, tomorrow is looking to be drier in the 40s. Partly cloudy skies, sunny skies later on in the evening. Our 7-day forecast, it's looking to warm up after today. Temperatures in the 40s and then 50s by Thursday with some rain, and then rising into the 60s and 70s possibly by Monday.
All right, Eric, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. The Utica Comets are just 3 points away from clinching the division. We'll tell you all about that later in sports.
Next, shoveling is stressful on your heart. Advice from the American Heart Association to keep you out of the hospital. You're watching News Channel 2 at 6. We are proud to serve Steuben and all of Central New York.
Storm came in fast and left behind heavy wet snow.
News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai tells us how Central New Yorkers are dealing with the snow in different ways.
More than halfway through April, several inches of snow had Central New Yorkers firing up the snowblowers and breaking out the shovels. It's not completely out of the ordinary to get some snow this late in the season, but for some, it did come as a surprise.
Well, I looked out the window this morning and 2 robins looked at me like, what the heck is this? This is the heaviest snow that I've seen in a while.
The weight of the snow took down power lines, and you can find tree limbs broken just about everywhere. The snow was so heavy, many people were taking breaks every few minutes.
Not enjoying this very much. I'm just, I'm not going to shovel the whole driveway. I'm just going to get parts and hopefully have it melt because it's heavy. It's dangerously heavy.
Shoveling snow this heavy can be extremely stressful and lead to a heart attack. But most residents I spoke with were taking plenty of breaks.
My wife doesn't want me to do it. My son doesn't want me to do it. I don't want to do it. But I'm just doing what needs to be done, in my mind.
Police and fire departments were busy dealing with downed power lines, but the Utica Parks and Recreation crews had their hands full from downed branches. They're advising residents to be careful where they park.
Don't park underneath any of the trees because branches can still break because the snow's real heavy. The recovery might take a week or so. Usually DPW will start helping us after they're done.
Last week we were in Florida. Today we're building a snowman.
Many schools across the region canceled classes because of the weather, but conditions were perfect for building a snowman.
I mean, it seems pretty normal nowadays, I guess, right? Oh, look, bud. He's coming alive. It's really packy, sticky snow, too, so we got to take advantage. There you have it.
Other kids had to help with shoveling, but that's all part of growing up where it snows in April.
It is what it is. We live in upstate New York. April showers bring May flowers, right?
In Sequoia, I'm Kirk Tupai reporting for News Channel 2.
So that heavy wet snow, like we've said, is hard on your heart. Shoveling can be deadly if you're not careful. The American Heart Association is asking that you follow their advice tonight. They say don't eat a big meal right before or after shoveling. Also, using a small shovel is better because you shouldn't be lifting a lot anyway. And make sure you take breaks. 2 minutes of shoveling could make your heart rate exceed the upper limits.
Route 8 bridge work in New Hartford is delayed another day because of the snow. The Department of Transportation says the new plan...
What a day. Record-breaking snow for this time of year, massive power outages, and damage from that heavy wet snow. We're going to check in with meteorologist Eric Gage in just a moment. First, though, I want to touch on where we are with the latest power outages. Tens of thousands of homes have been without power since early this morning because of that storm. So here is the latest from National Grid and NYSEG combined. In Otsego County, 10,409 still without power at this hour. In Oneida County, over 5,200. And in Herkimer County, over 1,100. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in for Bill tonight, and I want to touch on where we are now. We still have snow out there, and the winds are picking up now, right?
Yes, that's right. We're looking at snowfall. Rain is kind of mixing in. It's still above freezing in some areas, but we're still tracking snowfall along with some winds. If you take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we're seeing right in the western side of the Mohawk Valley some rain mixing in. We're seeing some rain around Utica right now. Higher elevations are seeing some widespread snowfall, specifically in the southern valleys as well as in North Country. That's going to be lasting throughout the night tonight. It is currently raining in Rome. Temperature is 35 degrees, and it is snowing in higher elevations. Once again, it's snowing down in Binghamton, near freezing, raining over in Syracuse. Snowfall lessens tonight. We're also expecting some gusty winds. We're expecting some clear skies tomorrow afternoon, so we're expecting that snowfall, the snow melt to be melting by the afternoon. Tonight, though, a low of 32, and we have updated snowfall totals from the past couple of hours, including the possibility of freezing in the next couple of days, and that's coming up. Back over to you.
All right, thank you, Eric. The nor'easter left the majority of people in Herkimer County without power. Tree-littered roadways and sidewalks, power lines pulled out of the homes by falling trees. The county declared a state of emergency about 10 this morning. Even the 911 center lost power and was on a generator since 3 in the morning. The director of emergency services for Herkimer County is in constant touch with National Grid. No question it's going to be a busy night.
They are working to restore the substations first. We have a number of substations without power, and when a substation is down, it can affect anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 customers. We have a number of substations out in the Poland area, Middleville, Herkimer area.
And because of outages, several warming stations have been set up in a 3-county area. In Herkimer County, there's Old Forge, Eagle Bay, Poland Fire Departments. Midtown Apartments in Herkimer, also a warming station. Mount Markham Middle School in West Winfield, and Mohawk Reformed Church in Mohawk. In Oneida County, the Sequoia Fire Department is a warming station. Otsego County, you've got the Oneonta Armory. Also, students on the campus of SUNY Oneonta and Hartwick can all seek shelter at a temporary shelter in Alumni Fieldhouse at SUNY Oneonta. And in Cooperstown, the Clark Sports Center. And let's talk Otsego County for a moment. It is also under a state of emergency. And New York State Electric and Gas tells county officials it could be some 48 hours before some areas have power restored. Take a look at these pictures. This is Main Street in Cooperstown. A tree came down, taking out the light right on Main Street. And Chestnut Street. That was in bad shape at one point. 50% of the village was without power. Most of the homes, though, in the village have been restored. Now, we spoke with the coordinator of Otsego County Emergency Services this afternoon. He says to take it easy out there. If you have to head out, make sure you stay slow. Crews are out in Otsego County trying to clear up roadways. New tonight, the governor held a press conference in Binghamton.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. The story tonight is rain, snow, and wind. This is the overall view we're looking at on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. In the North Country, this is all elevation based right now. Snow in the North Country, heavier snow, especially out in the west. Looking at the rain kind of moving throughout the Mohawk Valley right now. There's a bit of dry air out near Little Falls. But overall, this has been moving more towards snow and rain around the Utica Rome region for the past hour or so. We're also tracking some more snowfall in the southern valleys as well, and this is all going to remain in the area until tonight. You look at our Cavi camera overlooking Utica. It was a bit whiteout conditions earlier today. However, things are looking more dry, mixing in between rain and snow. It is rain right now. Temperatures are above freezing. Skywatcher totals for snowfall. We look at Paynes Hollow with 13 inches, over a foot. Old Forge is over a foot as well. Schuyler with 12 inches. West Leyden with 11. A lot of those higher elevations saw over a foot of snow. In Worcester, we got two different measurements, probably for different elevations, 7.5 inches and 14 inches. That's new totals we have so far. Richfield with 12 inches as well, and a foot around near Secoy and Cassville. Emerson checking in with 6. Around the clock, what you can expect tomorrow, temperatures start out in the 30s, rise into the 40s by the afternoon, and we're tracking some more winds as well. Windy conditions in the morning. It's going to be a windy night tonight as well, winds in the teens. We're also looking at temperatures feeling like the 20s in the morning, especially those winds, and it's going to be warming up into the 40s in the afternoon as those winds will be calming. But overall weather grades for tomorrow, after some possibility of flurries in the morning, sunny skies will move throughout the day, so expect a lot of snowmelt heading into tomorrow. The bigger picture, the storm has moved north of our area. We are still seeing the end of it. This is still influenced by the nor'easter, so we're expecting some snowfall around our area mixing in with rain, especially in those lower elevations. Gusty winds coming from the west. Looking ahead through our Skycast, widespread rain and snow tonight, right around midnight going into 3 o'clock. It's going to remain only in higher elevations after that in the north country as well. And seeing some drier conditions heading into tomorrow. Some flurries in the morning and then clear skies in the afternoon heading into the mid to upper 40s. This one expects some possibility of snowmelt as well. It could be dropping below freezing. We are seeing some clear skies tomorrow night. So we have the possibility of ice accumulation, some patchy ice spots, so be aware of that. And then after that, tomorrow, on Thursday, we're tracking some more rainfall heading in the north country across some areas as well, temperatures in the 50s. Travel impact is going to be snowy overnight. In the morning, it's going to be flurries, but in the afternoon, your travel impact should be clear. And this is our wind gusts expected for the next couple of hours heading into night. Looking at wind gusts in the 30s to almost 40 mile per hour in the range for now. It's going to calm heading into the rest of the night. Tonight, though, a low of 32 degrees, light snow going throughout the rest of the day, a high of 45 tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. It will be still gusty. Our 7-day forecast, the snow is not going to last for long. Temperatures rising into the 50s and then 60s by Sunday and even possibly reaching 70 once again by Monday.
Eric, thank you. Route 8 bridge work. Winter storm came in fast and left behind heavy wet snow. News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai tells us how Central New Yorkers deal with the snow in different ways.
More than halfway through April, several inches of snow had Central New Yorkers firing up the snowblowers and breaking out the shovels. It's not completely out of the ordinary to get some snow this late in the season, but for some, it did come as a surprise.
Well, I looked out the window this morning and 2 robins looked at me like, what the heck is this? This is the heaviest snow that I've seen in a while.
The weight of the snow took down power lines, and you can find tree limbs broken just about everywhere. The snow was so heavy, many people were taking breaks every few minutes.
Not enjoying this very much. I'm just, I'm not going to shovel the whole driveway. I'm just going to get parts and hopefully have it melt because it's heavy. It's dangerously heavy.
Shoveling snow this heavy can be extremely stressful and lead to a heart attack. But most residents I spoke with were taking plenty of breaks.
My wife doesn't want me to do it. My son doesn't want me to do it. I don't want to do it. But I'm just doing what needs to be done, in my mind.
Police and fire departments were busy dealing with downed power lines, but the Utica Parks and Recreation crews had their hands full from downed branches. They're advising residents to be careful where they park.
Don't park underneath any of the trees because branches can still break because the snow's real heavy. The recovery might take a week or so. Usually DPW will start helping us after they're done.
Last week we were in Florida. Today we're building a snowman.
Many schools across the region canceled classes because of the weather, but conditions were perfect for building a snowman.
I mean, it seems pretty normal nowadays, I guess, right? Oh, look, bud. He's coming alive. It's really packy, sticky snow, too, so we got to take advantage. There you have it.
Other kids had to help with shoveling, but that's all part of growing up where it snows in April.
It is what it is. We live in upstate New York. April showers bring May flowers, right?
In Sequoia, I'm Kirk Tupai reporting for News Channel 2.
Snow for this time of year, massive power outages, and damage from that heavy wet snow. We're going to check in with meteorologist Eric Gage in just a moment with where we go from here into the overnight. But first, I want to get you caught up on the very latest power outages. Tens of thousands of homes have been without power since early this morning. Here are the latest numbers from National Grid and NYSEG combined. In Otsego County, now 10,409 without power. In Oneida County, just over 4,800, and in Herkimer County, over 1,100. Let's get right over to meteorologist Eric Gage. And we're talking about snow mixing with rain, mixing with wind, so we're not totally out of the woods yet.
Yes, that's right. We're still tracking. It's way less of a possibility compared to earlier today, but we're still tracking the possibility of additional power outages. So it's not, we're not out of the woods just yet, but it's looking to be a lot less severe heading into tonight. Look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're seeing some snowfall in the North Country. Some more rain is mixing in the western part of the Mohawk Valley right now. Utica and Rome are currently seeing some rainfall. The southern valleys are seeing some snowfall right now as well, especially in higher elevations. This will continue into tonight. Right now it's 35 degrees. It is raining right now in higher elevations, especially down in Binghamton. It is snowing. It is below freezing. So keep an eye on that heading into tonight. Snowfall will lessen, additional to some rainfall as well. We're also expecting some gusty winds into tonight as well, wind gusts around 30 miles per hour or more. And clear skies return tomorrow afternoon, so we're expecting that snow to be melting heading tomorrow. Tonight, the low of 32, it's getting near freezing. We're also tracking the possibility of freezing conditions heading into tomorrow night as well, looking at snow melt as well coming up. I'll be back over to you.
All right, Eric, thank you. The nor'easter left the majority of people in Herkimer County without power. Tree-littered roadways and sidewalks, power lines pulled out of homes by falling trees. The county declared a state of emergency at 10 this morning. Even the 911 center lost power, was on a generator. The director of emergency services for Herkimer County is in constant touch with National Grid. No question it's going to be a busy overnight.
They are working to restore the substations first. We have a number of substations without power, and when a substation is down, it can affect anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 customers. We have a number of substations out in the Poland area, Middleville, Herkimer area.
Now, there are locations in Herkimer and Oneida counties for dry ice and water pickup tomorrow from noon to 4. You can pick up dry ice and water at the Middleville Fire Department in Herkimer County. And in Oneida County, the Whitesboro Fire Department, also noon to 4. And because of the outages, several warming stations have been set up in Herkimer County. You've got the Old Forge, Eagle Bay, Poland Fire Departments, Midtown Apartments in Herkimer, Mount Markham Middle School in West Winfield, Mohawk Reformed Church in Mohawk. In Oneida County, the Sequoia Fire Department. Otsego County, the Oneonta Armory. Also, students on campus of SUNY Oneonta and Hartwick will have temporary shelter at the Alumni Fieldhouse. And in Cooperstown, at the Clark Sports Center. Let's talk Otsego County for a moment. It's also under a state of emergency, and New York State Electric and Gas tells county officials it could be some 48 hours before all areas are restored. Take a look at these pictures. This is from Main Street in Cooperstown. Tree came down, taking out the light on Main Street. Chestnut Street was also in bad shape. 50% of the village was without power at one point. Most homes, though, in Cooperstown have been restored. We did speak with the coordinator of Otsego County Emergency Services this afternoon. He says take it easy if you have to head out, as crews around Otsego County are still cleaning up roadways. New tonight, the governor held a press conference in Binghamton.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. The big story tonight, rain, snow, and wind. This is what we're expecting heading into tonight. Here's a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're seeing widespread heavy snowfall in the North Country right now, especially out in the west. We're also seeing some rain mixing in, especially in the Mohawk Valley in very low elevations. However, we are still expecting some snow mixing in as temperatures will continue to cool throughout the night. Also in the southern valleys right now, looking down near Cooperstown and Oneonta, seeing some snowfall right now. It's going to remain in this area until tonight. Here's a look at our CAVI tower camera overlooking our parking lot right now. It's very low visibility up here in Smith Hill. It is very hard to see Utica right now. Skywatcher snowfall reports for today. This is right on the range we were expecting. looking above a foot of snow, especially down near Paynes Hollow and Schuyler, 12 inches as well. Right in that band of the higher elevations down below the Mohawk Valley, Old Forge with 12.5, West Leyden with 11 inches. In the southern valleys, Worcester got two different amounts, different areas of Worcester got 7.5 inches and 14 inches, very big difference. Emerson with 6 inches and over a foot in, near a foot in Cassville, Richfield, Springs, and over a foot in Secoit. Whitesboro also checking in with over 5 inches. Around the clock tomorrow, temperatures start out near freezing in the 30s and then rise into the 40s in the afternoon. It's going to be a bit breezy in the morning as well. Wind speeds will be calming throughout the day, but overall, the temperature will feel like the 20s, below freezing in the morning, so make sure you bundle up if you're heading out early tomorrow. Our temperatures will rise into the 40s. We're also tracking sunny skies in the afternoon after the possibility of some flurries in the morning. Mostly cloudy skies move to sunny skies later on in the afternoon. The bigger picture, the nor'easter has moved north of our area. We're still expecting the system is producing still some snowfall across the area right now. It's a very big area of influence. However, by tonight, or the end of tonight, the snow flurries will be weakening and then lessening into tomorrow morning. So expect some drier conditions heading into tomorrow. Widespread snowfall right now. It's turning into rain in the lower elevations. Some flurries in the morning tomorrow, and temperatures rise into the 40s. We're expecting that clear skies across the area. High pressure system is moving over our region. Temperatures have the possibility of falling below freezing tomorrow night. Keep an eye on that for you in case there's a possibility, especially with all the snow melt, of patchy ice forming heading into tomorrow. And then cloudy skies move in. Thursday, we're expecting some more additional rainfall, so snow melt will continue throughout the week. The risk of flooding is low, but there is still a possibility of just some pooling in certain areas, especially on roads. Keep you updated on that throughout the week. Travel impact throughout the night. Overnight, snow and wind is the big story. Gusty winds. Flurries by tomorrow morning. It still be a little bit windy. However, in the afternoon, it will be clear. So we're expecting very little possibility of travel issues for the evening. Wind gust 25 to 30 miles per hour, turning into 30 to 35 miles per hour across the area heading into tonight. We're also tracking some more snow, at least lasting until early tomorrow morning, and some light flurries. This should be weakening as well. So the worst of the snowfall and wind is about leaving our area heading tonight. Tonight, though, a low of 32, snowfall and winds, 45 tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. 7-day forecast, it is warming up heading into the rest of the week. Temperatures going into the 50s and then 60s by Sunday, reaching the 70s possibly by Monday. Jason?
Eric, thank you. Route 8 bridge work in New Hartford.